Have you ever felt like love is a battlefield, where no matter how much you give, it's never enough? What if your heart wasn't just built for love, but for something far greater? Heyoka Empaths, the cosmic disruptors, the spiritual mirrors. Your journey through love is unlike any other. You don't just fall in love. You awaken, you transform, and you shake the very foundation of those you connect with. But why does it feel so lonely? Why does love often come wrapped in trials, in misunderstandings, in pain? Today, we dive into the untold truth about Heyoka Empaths and love, the deep, raw, and mystical journey of those destined to love like no one else. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change how you see yourself, your past, and the love that's waiting for you. Heyoka Empaths are the spiritual warriors of the empath world. They are mirrors, truth-tellers, and healers who feel deeply and challenge the status quo. But when it comes to love, their journey is anything but easy. You see it, don't you? The way you reflect others' deepest truths back to them, even when they're not ready to face them. The way you instinctively know what others need, sometimes before they do. Love for a Heyoka Empath isn't just about finding someone to share your life with. It's about discovering that rare soul who can match your intense energy, understand your profound depth, and honor your sacred purpose. You've probably noticed how challenging this can be. How many times have you felt misunderstood? How often have you dimmed your light to make others comfortable? But here's what you need to know. Your journey in love is unique because you are unique. Those relationships that didn't work out, they weren't failures, they were preparation. That loneliness you sometimes feel, it's not a punishment, it's protection. The universe isn't testing you. It's preparing you for a love that can handle your power, your insight, and your truth. In this video, we're going deep into why love feels so challenging for Heyoka Empaths like you. We'll explore why traditional relationships might feel suffocating, why you need someone who can handle your mirror-like nature, and why the longest relationship you'll ever have is with your own truth. You'll discover why your ability to see through facades makes casual connections feel impossible, and why that's actually a gift, not a curse. If you've ever felt like you're too much, too intense, or too different to find true love, this message is specifically for you. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's your superpower. Your ability to challenge others isn't a flaw, it's your purpose. And that deep longing you feel for a soul-deep connection, it's not just a dream, it's a preview of what's coming. So stay with me, because we're about to uncover why your past relationships haven't worked out. What you actually need in a partner. It's probably not what you think. And why the love you're waiting for is worth every moment of preparation. Your journey as a Heyoka Empath isn't just about finding love. It's about becoming the kind of love that changes lives. And trust me, that kind of love is already on its way to you. Deep within the rich traditions of the Lakota people lies the origin of the term Heyoka, a concept that has found new resonance in our modern understanding of empathic abilities. In Lakota tradition, the Heyoka were sacred contrarians, holy fools who lived life backward, challenging conventional wisdom and forcing their community to examine their assumptions. They were respected spiritual teachers who used confusion and unconventional behavior as tools for awakening. Today, the term Heyoka Empath describes individuals who carry forward this sacred tradition of spiritual contradiction and truth-telling, albeit in a contemporary context. These rare and powerful empaths embody the essence of the ancient Heyoka spirit, serving as mirrors for humanity while walking a unique spiritual path that often feels both blessed and burdensome. At their core, Heyoka empaths are spiritual mirrors, possessing an extraordinary ability to reflect others' deepest truths, shadows, and unacknowledged aspects of themselves. This mirroring isn't always comfortable. In fact, it rarely is. When others encounter a Heyoka empath, they often find themselves confronting the very things they've been avoiding, whether it's unprocessed emotions, uncomfortable truths, or aspects of themselves they've tried to hide. A Heyoka empath is like a living, breathing mirror that doesn't just show the surface reflection, but reveals the layers beneath. They might laugh during serious moments, cry when others are celebrating, or point out inconsistencies that everyone else has carefully agreed to ignore. This isn't done out of malice or confusion, but rather from a deep spiritual imperative to reveal truth. The emotional landscape of a Heyoka empath is extraordinarily rich and complex. They experience emotions with remarkable intensity, often feeling not just their own emotions, but absorbing the emotional energy of those around them. This absorption isn't passive. They process these energies through their own unique filter, often experiencing them in seemingly backward or contrary ways. They might feel inexplicably joyful in rooms full of sadness, or deeply melancholic in traditionally happy situations. Their emotional sensitivity extends beyond simple feeling into the realm of physical sensation. Many Heyoka empaths describe experiencing bodily sensations that mirror others' emotional states. A tightness in their chest when someone is holding back tears, or a lightness in their body when someone is finally speaking their truth. This deep connection to others' emotional states makes them natural healers, though their healing comes not through traditional methods, but through their very presence and the way they interact with the world. The unconventional nature of a Heyoka empath is perhaps their most distinctive characteristic. They find themselves naturally operating outside societal norms, not through conscious rebellion, but because following the conventional path feels inauthentic to their nature. Their approach to life often seems illogical to others, yet consistently leads to profound insights. They speak truths that others avoid, sometimes without even realizing the impact of their words. Their very way of being challenges social expectations, even when this creates discomfort. The spiritual purpose of a Heyoka empath extends far beyond their personal journey. Through their presence alone, they facilitate deep healing and transformation. When they reflect others' hidden truths and shadow aspects, they create opportunities for profound growth. Their seemingly inappropriate reactions or unexpected responses often crack open facades that have held people back for years, allowing true healing to begin. Perhaps most remarkably, Heyoka empaths possess a unique ability to transmute energy. They often find themselves in situations where their contrary nature helps shift stuck energy patterns, whether in individuals or groups. This might happen through bringing humor to serious situations or depth to superficial interactions. Their presence alone can catalyze change in ways that more conventional approaches cannot achieve. Yet this profound spiritual purpose comes with significant challenges, particularly in relationships. The very qualities that make Heyoka empaths powerful healers and truth-tellers can create complications in their personal connections. Their mirroring effect can make others uncomfortable, leading to distance. Their tendency to speak truth can be misinterpreted as insensitivity. Their unconventional nature can make it difficult for others to understand and accept them. Their deep sensitivity to energy can make maintaining boundaries a constant challenge. However, these challenges are not obstacles to overcome. but integral aspects of their spiritual purpose. The very things that make relationships difficult are what make Heyoka Empaths such powerful catalysts for growth and transformation in others' lives. Their journey isn't about changing who they are to fit into conventional expectations, but about embracing their unique role as spiritual warriors who carry forward an ancient tradition of sacred contradiction and truth-telling. In our modern world, these extraordinary beings continue to serve as mirrors, healers, and catalysts for transformation. Their presence reminds us that sometimes the most profound growth comes not from following the expected path, but from embracing the sacred contradiction that leads us to our deepest truths. For a Heyoka Empath, love is not just an emotion. It's an all-encompassing experience that touches every fiber of their being. Their journey in love is uniquely challenging, marked by depths of feeling that few others can truly comprehend. When a Heyoka Empath loves, they don't just give their heart, they give their entire soul, their energy, their very essence to the connection. Love, for a Heyoka Empath, comes with an intensity that can be both beautiful and overwhelming. Every touch, every word, every subtle shift in their partner's energy resonates through them, like waves in a deep ocean. They don't just understand their partner's emotions, they live them, breathe them, experience them as if they were their own. This depth of feeling, while magnificent in its capacity for connection, often becomes a double-edged sword. When joy comes, it's not just happiness, it's ecstasy. When pain arrives, it's not just hurt, it's agony. A simple disagreement can feel like an earthquake in their soul, while a moment of genuine connection can elevate them to heights of bliss that seem almost supernatural. This intensity, while making love profoundly beautiful, can also make it exhausting. Many Heyoka Empaths find themselves needing to retreat from relationships simply to catch their breath, to remember where their own emotions end and their partners begin. The weight of feeling everything so deeply often leads to emotional exhaustion. They give and give, pouring their energy into understanding, supporting, and nurturing their partner. Yet in this profound giving, they sometimes forget to replenish their own emotional reserves. It's not uncommon for a Heyoka Empath to realize, sometimes too late, that they've given away so much of themselves that there's little left for their own well-being. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of love for Heyoka Empaths is their natural tendency to attract those who need healing. Like moths to a flame, people carrying deep emotional wounds often find their way into a Heyoka Empath's life. These connections aren't coincidental. They're part of the Heyoka's spiritual purpose as a healer and mirror for others. Yet this healing dynamic often creates a fundamental imbalance in their relationships. The Heyoka Empath becomes the giver, the healer, the support system, while their partner, often unconsciously, becomes the receiver of this spiritual and emotional energy. What starts as a romantic connection can slowly transform into a therapeutic relationship, with a Heyoka Empath carrying the weight of their partner's unresolved trauma and emotional needs. This pattern is particularly challenging because it appeals to the Heyoka Empath's deepest nature, their desire to heal, to help, to transform. They see the potential in their partners, the beautiful soul waiting to emerge from behind the wounds. Their ability to see beyond the surface, to understand the root of their partner's pain, makes them excellent healers, but sometimes poor guardians of their own hearts. The compulsion to heal often leads them to prioritize their partner's growth over their own happiness. They might stay in relationships long past their expiration date, convinced that if they just give a little more, understand a little deeper, their partner will finally heal, and the relationship will transform into the balanced connection they crave. This self-sacrificing tendency, while noble, often leads to profound disappointment and emotional depletion. Beyond the dynamics of healing and emotional intensity lies another fundamental challenge: finding someone who truly understands their unconventional nature. Heyoka Empaths operate on a different frequency than most. Their perspective on life, love, and connection often seems paradoxical to others. They might laugh when others cry, speak hard truths when others seek comfort, or see opportunity in situations others view as disasters. This unconventional way of being, while essential to their nature, can make it difficult for potential partners to understand them. Their reactions might seem inappropriate, their insights uncomfortable, their intensity overwhelming. Many potential partners, even those with the best intentions, struggle to comprehend why their Heyoka empath lover seems to experience the world so differently from everyone else. The search for someone who can truly understand and accept their nature becomes one of the most challenging aspects of their love journey. They need a partner who can appreciate their contrary nature without trying to change it, who can handle their intense emotions without being overwhelmed, who can receive their truth-telling without becoming defensive. Finding such a partner often feels like searching for a needle in a haystack. Moreover, their mirroring nature means they often reflect back aspects of their partners that others prefer to keep hidden. This can create tension in relationships, as not everyone is ready to face the truths that a Heyoka empath naturally reveals. Some partners might pull away when confronted with their own reflected shadow, while others might try to dim the Heyoka empath's light to avoid seeing these reflections. Yet, despite these challenges, or perhaps because of them, love remains one of the most profound aspects of a Heyoka empath's journey. Their capacity for deep connection, when matched with someone who can truly appreciate and reciprocate it, creates relationships of extraordinary depth and beauty. Their healing abilities, when balanced with self-care and boundaries, can facilitate mutual growth and transformation. Their unconventional nature, when embraced by the right partner, becomes not a barrier but a gateway to a unique and powerful form of love. The path to finding such love may be challenging, but it's precisely these challenges that prepare Heyoka empaths for the depth of connection they're capable of creating. Each difficult relationship, each healing experience, each moment of feeling misunderstood brings them closer to understanding what they truly need in a partner and what they can truly offer in return. In the realm of love, few experiences are more frustrating for a Heyoka empath than the profound sense of being misunderstood. Their way of moving through the world, seeing what others miss, feeling what others ignore, speaking truths that others fear, often creates a chasm between them and potential partners. It's not just about being different. It's about operating on a frequency that many aren't yet attuned to receive. When a Heyoka empath expresses joy in moments of sadness or finds profound meaning in seemingly trivial events, they're often met with confused looks or gentle dismissals. Their partners might try to fix what they perceive as inappropriate responses, not understanding that these contrary reactions are not flaws to be corrected, but gifts to be honored. This constant misalignment can leave Heyoka empaths feeling isolated even within their closest relationships. The universe seems to have a special curriculum designed for Heyoka empaths on their journey to love. These spiritual tests aren't punishments, but rather carefully crafted experiences designed to strengthen their resolve, deepen their wisdom, and prepare them for the profound connection that awaits them. Each heartbreak serves as an initiation, each betrayal as a lesson in discernment, and each period of loneliness as an opportunity for deep self-discovery. These tests often come in waves, challenging the Heyoka empath to maintain their truth, even when it would be easier to compromise. They might experience relationships that mirror their deepest wounds, forcing them to confront and heal their own shadows. They might encounter partners who initially seem perfect, only to discover that the connection was meant to teach them about boundaries and self-worth, rather than provide lasting love. The periods of solitude that often follow these tests can feel like exile, but they serve a sacred purpose. In these quiet spaces, Heyoka empaths learn to distinguish between their own energy and the emotions they absorb from others. They begin to understand that loneliness isn't a punishment, but a purification, a clearing of space for what's to come. Before a Heyoka empath can find their true divine counterpart, they must first become their own healer. This isn't just about processing past hurts or learning from failed relationships. It's about understanding the profound responsibility that comes with their gifts. They must learn to honor their sensitivity without becoming overwhelmed by it, to share their insights without losing themselves in others' journeys, to maintain their boundaries without closing their hearts. This self-healing journey takes them into the depths of their own psyche, where they confront the patterns that have kept them in unbalanced relationships. They must learn to release the need to fix everyone they love, to stop sacrificing their own well-being for others' growth, and to trust that their unconventional nature is not a barrier to love, but a pathway to its deepest expression. The process requires patience and courage. Many Heyoka empaths must unlearn the habit of dimming their light to make others comfortable. They must heal the part of themselves that believes their intensity is too much, their insights too sharp, their love too overwhelming. This inner work can't be rushed. It unfolds in its own divine timing, laying the foundation for the profound connection that awaits. For a Heyoka empath, finding true love isn't just about meeting someone they're attracted to or share interests with. It's about encountering a soul who vibrates at their frequency. This alignment must exist on multiple levels simultaneously: spiritual, emotional, mental, and energetic. It's about finding someone who not only accepts their gifts, but celebrates them, who isn't threatened by their truth-telling but grateful for it, who doesn't need their healing but wants to grow alongside them. This level of alignment is rare, which is why it often takes time to manifest. The universe must orchestrate countless events to bring together two souls who can meet each other in this sacred space. The right partner for a Heyoka empath isn't just someone who loves them. It's someone who understands the magnitude of their purpose and can support their spiritual mission while pursuing their own. The waiting period isn't passive. It's a time of active preparation. Each experience shapes them. Each lesson refines them. Each test strengthens them. They're not just waiting for love. They're becoming the person who can both give and receive the kind of love they seek. Through this process, they learn that the timing of love isn't about luck or chance. It's about readiness, alignment, and divine orchestration. When this alignment finally occurs, it's worth every test, every tear, and every moment of waiting. The connection that forms isn't just romantic. It's a partnership of purpose, a union of spirits, a meeting of mirrors who can reflect truth to each other without breaking. This is why the universe ensures that Heyoka empaths are fully prepared before bringing this connection into their lives. The love they're capable of experiencing is too precious to be rushed, too sacred to be compromised, too powerful to be entered into lightly. For Heyoka Empaths, the journey to love isn't measured in days or years, but in lessons learned and wisdom gained. The universe operates on its own schedule, orchestrating a complex dance of experiences designed to prepare them for a love so profound it can only arrive at the perfect moment. This isn't about chance or fate. It's about divine orchestration, a carefully crafted sequence of events leading to a connection that transcends ordinary romance. Many Heyoka Empaths feel an urgent pull toward love, a deep longing to find their other half. This urgency, while natural, can lead them into connections that aren't fully aligned with their highest good. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, often holds them back from these premature unions, knowing that rushing into relationships before true readiness only leads to cycles of pain and disappointment. Each relationship that doesn't work out isn't a failure, it's a redirect, guiding them closer to their true path. When a Heyoka Empath finally encounters the love they've been preparing for, it's nothing like the connections they've known before. This isn't just about finding someone to share their life with. It's about discovering a soul who amplifies their light rather than dims it. This love doesn't just touch their heart, it transforms their entire being, validating every step of their journey and every tear shed along the way. This kind of love resonates at a frequency that matches their own unique vibration. It's a connection where their contrary nature isn't just accepted but celebrated, where their depth isn't overwhelming but inspiring, where their truth-telling isn't threatening but treasured. In this space, they don't have to explain themselves or justify their intuitive knowing. They are simply understood, completely and wholly. The beauty of this love lies in its alignment with their deepest purpose. It's not just about romantic fulfillment. It's about finding a partner who understands and supports their spiritual mission. This person doesn't need their healing but stands beside them as they heal others. They don't require constant emotional support but offer strength when the weight of empathy becomes heavy. They don't demand that the Heyoka Empath dim their light, but help them shine even brighter. In a balanced relationship, a Heyoka Empath finally experiences the reciprocity they've always given but rarely received. Their partner matches their emotional depth, understands their spiritual purpose, and honors their unique way of moving through the world. This isn't just about finding someone who loves them. It's about connecting with a soul who can handle the magnitude of their being. This kind of partnership creates a sacred container where both individuals can grow, heal, and evolve together. The Heyoka Empath no longer feels like the only one giving, the only one seeing, the only one understanding. Instead, they find themselves in a dance of mutual support, where energy flows freely in both directions. Their partner doesn't just receive their insights, but offers their own wisdom in return. They don't just accept the Heyoka's healing energy, but provide their own form of nurturing and care. While such relationships are rare, their rarity is precisely what makes them so precious. When two souls meet at this level of alignment, they create something more than a relationship. They form a union that serves not just their own growth, but the healing of the world around them. Together, they become a beacon of what's possible when love is founded on spiritual truth and mutual understanding. The waiting period, though challenging, serves as a powerful catalyst for spiritual growth. Each disappointment, each period of loneliness, each seemingly failed connection acts as a crucial ingredient in a profound spiritual alchemy. Through these experiences, Heyoka Empaths don't just learn about love, They learn about themselves, their power, and their purpose. This time of preparation transforms them from spiritual seekers into spiritual masters of their own journey. They learn to trust their intuition without doubt, to maintain their boundaries without guilt, to share their gifts without fear. The challenges they face in love become initiations, each one burning away what's not aligned with their highest good and refining what truly matters. The growth that comes from this journey is irreplaceable. It builds a foundation of self-love so strong that when true love arrives, they can receive it fully without losing themselves. It develops discernment so clear that they can recognize authentic connection without confusion. It cultivates wisdom so deep that they can navigate the complexities of partnership while maintaining their spiritual integrity. In the end, this is why the wait is not just worth it, it's essential. The love that awaits Heyoka Empaths isn't just a reward for their patience. It's the natural culmination of their spiritual evolution. When it arrives, they understand that every tear, every moment of doubt, every lesson learned was preparing them for this sacred union. This is love that doesn't complete them but celebrates their completeness. It doesn't rescue them, but joins them in their mission to heal the world. For Heyoka Empaths, this isn't just about finding love. It's about embodying the kind of love that changes lives, shifts paradigms, and awakens souls. And that kind of love, in all its magnificent power, is always worth the wait. In the grand tapestry of spiritual warriors, Heyoka Empaths stand as some of the most resilient fighters for love and truth. Their strength isn't measured in physical power, but in their unwavering commitment to keep their hearts open, despite every reason to close them. They face disappointment after disappointment, yet somehow maintain the courage to believe in love's possibility. This isn't naive optimism, it's spiritual warrior wisdom, knowing that each battle fought brings them closer to their ultimate victory. What makes Heyoka Empaths truly remarkable is their ability to transform their personal pain into universal healing. Even in their darkest moments, when love seems most distant, they continue to shine their light for others. They don't just survive their challenges, they alchemize them into wisdom that helps heal the collective heart of humanity. Their personal struggles in love become stepping stones for others, showing what's possible when you refuse to give up on love's highest potential. The journey of a Heyoka Empath extends far beyond finding personal happiness in love. They are here as part of a greater mission to heal the very concept of love itself. Through their experiences, they help redefine what love can be. Not just romantic attachment, but a force for spiritual evolution and global transformation. Their challenges in relationships aren't just personal trials. They're opportunities to demonstrate what authentic, soul-deep love looks like. This is why Heyoka Empaths often find themselves in difficult situations that force them to choose between comfortable illusions and uncomfortable truths. Each time they choose truth, each time they maintain their integrity despite the pain, they help shift the collective understanding of love to a higher frequency. Their personal victories become universal triumphs. Their individual healing ripples out to touch countless others. To every Heyoka Empath reading these words, your journey in love isn't just about finding a partner. It's about embodying the kind of love that can transform the world. Those moments when you felt too much, when your truth was too strong, when your light was too bright. They weren't flaws in your design. They were proof of your power. The times you've been called too sensitive, too intense, too different. They weren't rejections. They were confirmations of your unique purpose. Your struggles in love aren't punishments, they're preparation. Every heartbreak has been strengthening your spirit, every disappointment refining your wisdom, every moment of loneliness deepening your capacity to love. You're not just waiting for love, you're becoming the embodiment of love itself. Trust this process. Trust your journey. Trust the timing of the universe. Remember that your ability to keep your heart open despite everything you've experienced isn't weakness. It's your superpower. Your willingness to feel deeply in a world that often prefers superficial connections isn't a burden. It's a gift. Your journey isn't just about finding love. It's about showing the world what love truly means. Stand strong in your truth, beautiful warrior. The love you seek is also seeking you, and when you meet, it will be worth every step of this sacred journey. Your time is coming, and when it arrives, you'll understand why everything had to happen exactly as it did. Until then, keep shining your light, keep speaking your truth, keep believing in the power of authentic love. The world needs your unique magic now more than ever. To all the beautiful Heyoka Empaths watching this video, your love is worth the wait. The universe isn't testing you. It's preparing you for something extraordinary. Every tear, every disappointment, every moment of feeling misunderstood has been strengthening you for the profound connection that awaits. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's your superpower. Your depth isn't too much. It's exactly what someone is praying for. Keep fighting, brave soul. Keep healing. Keep believing. True love isn't just coming. It's racing toward you at divine speed, arriving exactly when your heart is ready to receive it in its fullest form. Your journey in love isn't random. It's a divine initiation. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every moment of feeling too much has been shaping you into the force of love you were always meant to be. But now, it's time to step into your power. It's time to embrace your truth, honor your energy, and prepare for the love that can meet you at your level. Tell me, have you experienced the trials of love as a Heyoka empath? How have your relationships shaped your spiritual path? Share your story in the comments below. This is a safe space for truth seekers like you. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're building a community of awakened souls, and your voice matters. Together, we're rewriting the story of love for those who love differently. Your love is rare, your love is powerful, and trust me, your love is worth the wait. Stay lit, mystics. I'll see you in the next one. Stay lit.